Hey everyone, Harrison here, and thanks for checking out this video. We'll be diving into today closed-ended versus open-ended questions. When is it better to use one or the other? And also how we can help you unlock the best of both in our survey platform. So let's dive in. I'll be going over a summary of this blog post that we have written. So whether you're watching this video here or want to check it out in more detail, head over to voiceform.com to learn more about open-ended versus closed-ended questions. So let's dive into it. So closed-ended questions. The long and the short of it is that closed-ended questions are really all about giving respondents answers to questions, and the answer that they can provide is ultimately finite. So there's a choice or optionality that has a limit to it. So you can think of it as like a yes/no question or a multiple choice question with a set of variables that they can select from. And really, these are great for when you want it to be really easy and really quantifiable to when analyzing the results from your survey. Examples of a closed-ended survey could be a rating question, so rating something from 1 to 10, asking for an age, asking for a ranking of a product as mentioned, or even asking them to select a multiple choice question where they're choosing where they heard about your product or service. And that could be through multiple choice, again, as mentioned, or even a checkbox question. When to use closed-ended questions? Largely when you need the data to be easily quantifiable, you need the survey to be fast and simple, and then ultimately, depending on your audience, if they're uninterested or not interested in participating and providing rich detail for you, and you kind of know that about your audience, closed-ended questions might make the most sense. In contrast to this, open-ended questions. This is where you might want to probe into the why, the how, the what, that go beyond what you can ask within a closed-ended or question with answers that are finite. So this gives you an infinite or an open-ended possibility, asking users to respond with maybe a text box, or even leveraging some of our unique capabilities of asking questions with voice or video as well. And we think that's really great as you get this really rich data that ultimately goes beyond set or finite options, and you get to hear the emotion, the tone, and the descriptive nature of what someone's thinking, which is really great. Example of open-ended questions could be asking to learn a little bit more about how your products and services make someone feel. What sorts of solution are people looking for when they're evaluating maybe a product or service? And overall, maybe if they want to probe into something that's more story-oriented, so asking about a buying journey or a customer experience, those might be great questions. And here, I think this is the most important thing. When you're less interested in having something be heavily quantifiable, open-ended questions are great. If you want to understand the why behind something, when people have enough time and can give you rich information, this is where all of the open-ended type questions really come into play. And of course, when it comes to mixing and matching both closed and open-ended questions, we feel strongly that VoiceForm is the place to be in creating a survey that lets you be able to easily measure something quantifiable like a closed-ended question, but then complement that with something rich and emotional like a voice question where users can, at scale, no matter where they are, share their thoughts with you. We'd love to show you more, so feel free to check us out at voiceform.com. And thanks for checking out this short video on the differences and benefits of both closed-ended and open-ended question types.